Good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. People, I'm jacked about this. See, because this is one of those little obscure things that nobody's been following, but I have, and I just get so excited about these things. Because if you remember, I did a video, it really triggered the left on this a little bit ago about how the fact that Jack Smith was not qualified. Jack Smith was not able to actually be a special prosecutor. He does not have the ability to have all these powers. And there was an amicus brief filed in the Supreme Court a little bit ago. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember me sharing that stuff? Because I am telling you, this is just getting good now. Smash that like as you come in. Chat in with where you're from. I want to see who's on the stream. I'll mention my sponsor really quick and I'll get right into the news. I'm not going to drag my feet on this one at all. It's Midas Gold Group, folks. MidasGoldGroup.com. You guys know how I feel about gold, silver. I love the stuff. But you can text Lumberjack to 232-425 to receive free silver with qualifying order. Or you can call them at 480-360-3000. Let them know I sent you. Again, free silver with qualifying order, or go to MidasGoldGroup.com. People, 5 more countries just joined the BRICS. The BRICS is going big. The U.S. dollar is not doing well. I'm just telling you. Just prepare. Whatever that means to you, you don't have to do what I do, but do something, okay? I'm serious. Okay, so do you guys remember the case, though, about, well, not the case, but the thing that I brought up, that basically Jack Smith was not qualified. And this was laid out in an amicus brief to the Supreme Court. Oh, this is so beautiful. Ed Meese's amicus brief that I told you about before has been accepted in the Trump appeal. That is the one that challenges Smith's standing, people. Like he has no standing. Do you guys remember all the cases we were told where we had no standing? Well, now Jack Smith is going to be told he's got no standing because that amicus brief was filed. Now check this out. The court has directed the parties to be prepared to argue the issues raised. So here it is. I'm going to show you. This is not fake news. This is right from the United States, okay, Court of Appeals, okay, which was originally filed, is going to the Supreme Court. So this was all the amicus brief. Then the Supreme Court denied it. But check this out. It is ordered on the court's own motion that counsel be prepared to address at oral argument on January 9th, 2024, any inquiries by the court regarding discrete issues raised in the briefs filed in this amicus brief, okay? And this is Mark J. Langer by Michael C. McGrail, Deputy Clerk. This is in the United States Court of Appeals at the District of Columbia. And this is what the Supreme Court kicked back down to him. And this is so beautiful. Okay, guys, here, I'm going to tell you the argument. So for those who haven't been following this, it has been argued by Ed Meese that Jack Smith does not have authority. He doesn't have authority. He can't do what he's doing. He's got too much power vested in him. And he's never been approved. He's not an officer of the court, man. This is, I hope you guys get how big this is. I think it's lost on people, this one, because nobody's following it. It drives me nuts, okay? But anyways, please do smash that like. We got 428 of you on, only 175 likes. We've got to get this news out. And, this is one of those things, too, where you can create a pressure campaign. Look, you don't call the Supreme Court. That's not how you do it to try and pressure the Supreme Court. They don't like that. But call and pressure your representatives. Say, hey, why does this guy, because they should actually be taking this guy in the halls of Congress right now. They should be having hearings on Jack Smith and getting him eliminated from the federal government, okay? But back to the amicus brief filed by Ed Meese, okay, that is sitting there, that now they have to prepare for arguments for this, okay? So anyways, just increase the chat rate. Just how many of you saw the video I did on this before? Just yes or no, okay? Just help me out. I want to know where people are at. But Jack Smith, summary of the argument. Jack Smith does not have authority to conduct the underlying prosecution. Those actions can be taken only by persons properly appointed as federal officers to properly created federal offices. Neither Smith nor the position of special counsel under which he purportedly acts meets those criteria. And that is a serious problem for the American rule of law. Whatever one may think of the defendant or the conduct at issue in the underlying prosecution. In other words, hey, we got to be non-biased here. We just have to look at the facts. Jack Smith does not have the ability. He has never been properly appointed to this position, he does not have the power and authority. Okay? Smash that like again if you would. Well, you can't smash it again, but for those who just jumped on, and if you just jumped on the stream, what we're reading here is a summary of the argument that's laying before the court right now that now counsel has been told they need to prepare for because they're taking this issue up. This is so beautiful. The illegality addressed in this brief started on November 18th, 2022, when Attorney General Merrick Garland exceeded his statutory and constitutional authority by purporting to appoint Smith to serve as special counsel for the Department of Justice. Smith was appointed to conduct the ongoing investigation into whether any person or entity, including former President Donald Trump, violated the law in connection with efforts to interfere with the lawful transfer of power following the 2020 presidential election or the certification of the Electoral College vote held on or about January 6, 2021. I will note, months ago I did that video that blew up. It was a live stream, but Jack Smith abandoned the charge of insurrection because even Jack Smith knew he couldn't get it. Okay. And now we're finding out Jack Smith doesn't even have the power. Okay. But what's interesting about this is they're trying to pin this on him like he, interfered with the lawful transfer of power. President Trump did not interfere with the lawful transfer of power. And he said if the election was certified, he would leave. And he did. Okay. Now, all the other issues surrounding that, I don't care. He didn't. Okay. And furthermore, he told people to go home. First he told them to peacefully and patriotically protest. Then he told them to go home, rule of law, all this kind of stuff. Even though you have to kind of question some of these things right now, I understand. Okay. But you guys get where I'm coming from there. But the order number, Attorney General Garland cited his statutory authority for his appointment, 28 U.S.C. 509, 510, 515, and 533, but none of those statutes, nor any other statutory or constitutional provisions remotely authorized the appointment by the Attorney General of a private citizen to receive extraordinary criminal law enforcement power under the title of special counsel. So this is all in the amicus brief, filed by Ed Meese that is at the court right now. And remember, Jack Smith tried to end run. Okay, so Jackson, there's 666 of you on. Somebody else join quick. Oh my gosh, smash the like. Do something. We'll get more people on. It's a bad number, people. 6 + 6 + 6, the number of man in fulfillment. Anyways, I could go on. There's a whole thing I just did a Bible study on this. But the bottom line here is this is sitting in the District of Columbia Circuit at the United States Court of Appeals, but will then, depending upon how this Court of Appeals rolls, this is rolling to the Supreme Court. It is then going to be decided that good old Jack Smith is out. He's out. Okay? So that's what's going on here. This is exciting, people. This is a huge win for the rule of law. Jack Smith is parading around. He's like the emperor with no clothes. Okay, here, I'll give you another big one. I'll just throw one more little news bit in. Senator Menendez, the superseding indictment of Senator Menendez now includes bribes to benefit Qatar. So this is before this United States District Court of the Southern District of New York. So right here, out of the superseding indictment, United States of America versus Menendez. Okay, again, none of this is fake. This is all real stuff here, people. Okay, to protect and enrich and to benefit the Arab Republic of Egypt and the state of Qatar. That's been added in. Those bribes include cash, gold payments towards home mortgage, compensation for a low or no-show job, a luxury vehicle, and other things of value. That's kind of interesting. Compensation for a low or no-show job. What did Menendez do to tick him off? Because if there's anybody who's getting overly compensated for a low or no-show job, wouldn't that be Hunter Biden? It's just unbelievable. Anyways, people, it's great news. All right. Just share this out. There's a lot of wins going on in election integrity. I am trying to get videos done. There is so much news dropping out there right now. Make sure you're following my friend George and Marcus over on Firebrand Media. He's dropping some good stuff. I can't keep up with everything that's coming out right now. It's amazing, and it's actually very, very exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive, to see all this being exposed. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Neil, I don't feel that excited about this, but you know, we've got to get this stuff out. Okay. It just has to happen. I dropped a video on Tucker Carlson today. That's a good one. I'm going to put another one out on Donald Trump. That's phenomenal. He's really playing some deep chess in a big move that he just made. So be watching, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your notifications are turned on. Also, please remember, support my sponsor, Midas Gold, MidasGoldGroup.com. You guys who have followed the show know what YouTube has done in the past. They'll do it again. It's just a reality. They just don't like me. So you can text Lumberjack to 232-425 and receive free silver with a qualifying order, or call them at 480-360-3000. Again, you're talking to veteran owners, not commissioned salespeople. Oh yeah, the Epstein client list has been delayed. That's a big shocker, isn't it? This is why I didn't get too wrapped up in it. By the way, if you didn't see, I did a video yesterday about Epstein and Trump. Some people got really upset about the thumbnail. If you guys don't understand what's going on, there was a guy by the name of Dom Lucre. He was on Twitter. Well, he still is. And he did this thing where he would post these headlines like this, and then he would get community noted. So that the headline would cause the thing to blow up on Twitter or X. Then it would get community noted with the truth, which is what he always wanted to have get out there. If you'd followed him, you would know that. And if you follow me, come on. If you can't figure out what I'm doing with some of this, I don't know what to do for you. If you don't know what side I'm on, if you don't know what I'm trying to do to get information out to the normies, you just don't know what I'm up to. And so I just, some people unsubscribe. I don't care. I mean, I'm trying to win a battle. I think we all need to be trying to win this battle. Okay. We need to, get news out. Our news is only so good if we share it just with people we know. We need to get that out to people who aren't going to hear our message normally. I did go back and change the title now because it did get out to the lefties, which is what I wanted. It's not getting the reach anymore, so I changed that for my audience. But the bottom line is, if it's not getting out to these people who are just traditional classic Democrats, or maybe people riding the middle, we're not going to move this needle, people. And you have to understand the margins we're going to need to come up with to actually win this, okay? So, an hour-long video catfish? Holy cats. I don't know. I don't think those go anywhere, but I love the fact that you want to listen to me for an hour. Most people don't, which is fine, okay? So anyways, just thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for your support over the years. You guys have really meant a lot to me. You really meant a lot to me. So anyways, thank you. I love you all. If you're new, please subscribe, leave a comment, and smash that like on your way out. It's really going to help get this thing out there, all right? I love you all. Peace out.